chat? What's going on? Y'all see me? Y'all hear me? How's everyone doing? Got my advgg. Hi from Brazil. Hello. Hello from Michigan in America. What's up, Infinite Omniverse? How are we today? Thank you for the 5 gifted, Kazin Who. What the heck? Everybody show Kazin some blisy love. I want to say before we start the stream, there's going to be a couple of questions people are going to have here. Question number one. Why are you still in front of Zapdos? Didn't you upload a shiny legendary tutorial with Zapdos? Yes, I did yesterday. I'm still in front of it because I don't want to catch it. I want to catch like a 5IV perfect competitive one, so I'm leaving. And I reset over the shiny Zapdos. That's question number 1 answered. All right. I know everybody's gonna ask it. Laura, welcome to Happy Knee. I appreciate you. Everybody show Laura some blisy love. Question number 2. What are we RNG manipping today? I was gonna do a poll for that for y'all. I was gonna do a poll for either I have repels, do I not? I was going to do a poll for that if we wanted to do Snorlax or if we wanted to do something else. I have to go up. I can get back this way, right? I'm not going over there. I don't know what that is. And you might be wondering, Blissy, why aren't you flying anywhere? Well, here's the thing. Check this, guys. Check this out, everybody. I only have 4 badges, okay? So a lot of people might have... I actually got a couple of comments in my video yesterday. They were like, Blissy, why do you have a level 38 Venusaur into Zapdos? The answer is, I just ran to it as soon as possible to get the Master Ball. So the order of operations for my game, specifically, you might be wondering, how'd you skip the 4th badge? Erica, optional. Erica, her gym badge only unlocks the attack fly in the overworld. And if you'll take a look at my team, I could not beat Erica with the team that I have. I only have 2 Pokemon, basically. So there's that. Okay. Ashen, thank you for the 41 months. I appreciate you. So what did I do? You might what did Blissy do? What was Blissy's tech here? I beat the first 3 gyms, which were easy, especially when I got Dugtrio here. After that, I skipped Erica. I did the Rocket Hideout in there. I got the T. I went to Silphco. I went to Lavender Town. I beat Lavender Town with the Sylph Scope. I went to Silphco. I beat Silphco with this team, by the way. I beat Silphco with these 2 idiots and Gyarados by swapping it into Intimidate. And then after that, I immediately went south on Cycling Road to get Surf and Strength from the Fuchsia City and the Fuchsia City Gym badge, because you need Surf to get to Zapdos. And then I went and I got Zapdos. And that is the path through the game that I did. That is the actual path through the game that I did. Okay. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to fight this guy. How the F did I beat Koga? The question you should be asking is, how did I beat the rival in Sylph's company? Because he was much harder than Koga. The way I beat Koga was actually that Dugtrio was able to KO most of the team. Like, Dugtrio was able to easily KO Muck, and then the rest of the team, I used Razor Leaf from Venusaur because Coughing and Wheezing special defense is really bad. So even though they resist Razor Leaf, I was able to just kill it. Okay, so now there is some housekeeping to do here. Oh my gosh. First of all, you might be wondering, Blissy, why are you doing another stream with your phone? Guys, I'm telling you, I had an epiphany over the weekend. So after I failed the stream, I failed Dugtrio on stream. You can actually see I've got Dugtrio here now. I've got a perfect, or not perfect, but I've got a shiny Dugtrio. 3 quick ones. If you were on my last stream, you would know that I failed this Dugtrio. It failed. And so it's like, well, how do I have it now? Well, the answer is I was doing mobile RNG on my couch, watching my wife play Pokopia. And I just had the epiphany. I was like, this is the biggest change to the RNG hobby, maybe of all time, having mobile EonTimer. Because previously, you know, RNG manipulating and sharing that type of a hobby with my wife is not possible because it was tied to my computer. I had to do it on my computer. I had to sit down and, you know, have a timer like with my headphones on, and I couldn't really listen to what she was talking about, stuff like that. And it's just like, bro, like, I'm just sitting there, we're just chilling on the couch together, and I'm doing one of the things that I love the most, and I'm able to share it with another person. And I was like, so I don't know. To me, it was just the coolest thing ever, and I was like, I have to show people more that you do not need. You do not need anything other than a phone to do this. It's so cool. It's genuinely so cool. I think it's the coolest thing. I do not want to fight this. Okay, I'll try. All right, we're out. Okay, so that being said, what are we going to do now? Well, first things first, I'm going to beat Erica and catch a Pokemon that can use Fly. I'm going to do that very quickly. Or, all right, we'll do 3 things. We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. I'm going to do a poll right now, chat. I'm going to do a poll, I promise. Let's do it. So we're going to do 3 things. Oh, my headphones are dying. That stinks. I don't think I have headphones. I'm going to have to use... I'm just going to use the raw timer from my phone then. See how that goes. I did it without a headphone. Alright. Who to get shiny? Fly HM user? Snorlax. Add option. Eat Erica, then get shiny. Alright. We have a poll here. We have a poll while I'll go to, I'll make my way to, Saffron City so that I can get, like, in the middle. Okay. Alright, so some housekeeping as well. I want to thank, all the support y'all have given me over the last couple of, days and weeks. I have the launch for my advgg partner. Oh, I should have added Hitmonlee to that or whatever. To my advgg partnership has gone very well. I'm pretty happy with it. You could still type code advgg to get a link to my advgg page. We are well on our way to designing my first piece of merch, so I'm really excited about that and to show you that when I eventually get that made. The second thing is, I know a lot of people want specific tutorials for shorts. They want, or they specific tutorials for Pokemon. I'll get people like my latest tutorial on my channel, if you've seen it, was for Zapdos. And, you know, if you go to it, I try to be generalized for all Pokemon. I try to make it for as many different Pokemon as possible. But I can't show you how to RNG 10 Pokemon in one video. I can't do it. It would take too long, and people want the guides. So my compromise would be, if I get 30 members this stream, which is a lot, but also it's a lot of work, that's why I'm asking, is I will make a unique tutorial for every static legend encounter in the game, basically. So I would do one for Mewtwo, I would do one for Deoxys, I would probably do Ho-Oh and Lugia would get one. I would probably do Moltres and Articuno in one combined, because they're pretty much the same. And then I would do like the Game Corner Pokemon and anything else that I could think of at the time. So I would do individual tutorials for that if we can get to 30 members today. Again, it's a lot to ask, but also it's a lot of, and it would all be in shorts form. I would just describe the intricacies. Basically, you would have to watch the Zapdos video to understand the main procedure, and then you would watch the differences that each short provides. There's the idea. So if you guys want those types of things, we got to get 30 members today. That's a lot to ask, I know, but I think it's fair. Okay. Let's carry on. Poll is done. It looks like Snorlax is the clear winner. All right. So we only have one. I only have one Snorlax left, and it's south of Lavender Town. Yo, Ian Devlin. Thank you for the Happy New Tier membership. I appreciate you. Everybody show Ian some blisy love. I'm going to do my best to avoid trainers, but I will warn you right now. I've skipped a lot of trainers. Cosmic 40k, thank you for the 5 gifted. Everybody show Cosmic some blisy love. I appreciate you. W gifts indeed. And remember, if you want to support me without giving any money to me, all you have to do is like this stream, share this stream, or share my videos. We have like 200 something people in here. We only have like 80 likes. So if you want to support me and it's free, just hit the like button. I need better Pokeballs. I only have Pokeballs, I think. Snorlax is not going to be easy to capture. That's like half my money. I'm doing it. Snorlax is a tough catch. All right. It is, but a lot, some Pokemon, they're not necessary, but a lot of people have been asking them. Asking for them. And, oh. And so I'm saying I'm willing to do them if I get 30 members. That's basically it. I have Surf, actually, right? That's right. Oh, this used to be Payday. I don't actually know what TM this is in the new games. In the new allegedly new skill swap. And some people are getting confused by Pokemon like Deoxys and stuff like that, so they definitely do not expect you to have Surf when you go here, by the way. Why am I going this way? I could have just gone the way from Cerulean. This is so stupid. I don't know why I didn't go from Cerulean. Someone explain that to me. Or not Cerulean, from Vermilion, excuse me. Alright. First, I need to see how long Snorlax's animation is. It's pretty long. Did I save? I totally didn't save, did I? Yes, no, yes, no. Okay, I did. Thank you. Whew. Okay, guys. That was a panic. That was a minor panic moment. Minor panic moment. TGTV is sped up technically. People don't understand what TGTV does. TGTV does not, and TGTV does not increase the rate of the RNG advances technically by 313 times what it currently is. It adds 312 every single video frame is what it does. So TGTV is sped up, but it's 314, not 313. That's what's happening. All right. So I saved. So let's do our searches. Boop, boop. We are in Fire Red, switch Fire Red. We're doing help. Let me reload this. Did he not? I was gonna say it should have been renamed, and they did do that. Okay, so we're on the Switch 2. Let's go. I mean, I was aiming for this seed for Zapdos. That was a modest seed. And let's go a little bit later. Let's go to like 8-4-D4 seems like a good starting spot. We're going to be going for 1,000 to... Actually, and 1,000 to 5,000 might not even be enough for Snorlax. So I don't even know. I know the required overworld frames is going to be higher. Let's try 1,200 and then see what we get from there. So my trainer ID is this. My secret ID is 515773, I believe. We are looking for stationary, and we're looking for Snorlax. Shininess, star square. And it's glitched. I don't know why this keeps happening. We just have to refresh, and all we really have to do is change Snorlax and shininess back. Some kind of race condition is happening, I think. I don't know what it is. So some of these exist. Some of these... This is doable, this one here. What is this one? It's Brave. That's not bad for Snorlax. 23 attack. I say I go for this one. Now, the reason I'm not being so picky yet is because I don't even know if my timing will work out. So we're going to go to Custom. That, and then for my Overworld timer, you always set timer 3 to advances and to whatever you put your Overworld timer as. So I'm doing this to be 1,200. And then let's go back here, and this one. Alright. So these are the continue screen. Paste. Done. Let's do that, and then we have to reload the timer. What? There we go. Alright. Here we go. Oh, right. Usually on EonTimer's first load, it gets a little bit angies. All right. Where's my audio? Oh. It connected to one of the headphones. What headphone are you connecting to? Get out of here. What the heck? That was really funny. It connected to some random Bluetooth headphone that I don't even know. All right. Now we're ready to go. There's really not much differences for wild encounters. I will probably make a guide on it anyway, but it's basically the same thing except just using the move Sweet Scent instead of pressing A. There's really not that many differences. Do I always use handheld mode? No. I want to showcase handheld mode because I think it is so cool that you can do it in like other places than at your like desktop computer or whatever. Or with just like a phone. Like you don't need anything special. Okay, that's plenty of time. I'm actually not going to change any of my timers. That works perfectly. So like I said, over the weekend I was just playing. Over the weekend I was just playing this game and doing RNG minutes on the couch while my wife was playing Pokopia, and I was just like, this is so cool. I have never ever been able to share this hobby in this way. I've never been able to like sit on the couch and do it with my wife. This is the coolest upgrade to RNG manips of all time, maybe. And so I just want to show it off more. I just really want to show it off. Like that's really what it is. What item are you holding? Chesto berry. Right, that makes sense. It's calm. So yeah, I just want to show it off in that way because I just think it is so freaking cool. All right, so we are aiming for 3483. So I like to paste it twice into this, like this, and then I can just adjust manually. So we'll make this 37. And then we'll make this 32. See, plus and minus we can leave. And let's change this to any. And nature is calm. So obviously it's a little bit slower than doing it, on the computer. Typing is, is not as easy, basically, but I don't know. I think it's worth it to do this for me. It's just like a very cool... I don't know. To me, it's just very cool. What the... So it looks like I was 83 milliseconds late for my seed, and quite a bit early on the continue screen frames. That's totally fine. So I'm going to adjust both of them at the same time. Thank you for the 29 months, Shrey. I appreciate you. Everybody show Shrey some blisy love. And you can update everything at the same time. Let's go here. Copy. So this is the continue screen frames that I'll be adjusting. On the mobile version, I found that I have to go into horizontal mode to click update. I'm going to refresh here, do a reload angle, and then we'll try again. Yeah, but I think I've gotten so many videos or like questions like from people before who are like, can you do this on your phone? Can you do this on your phone? And it's like, now I can show you that yes, you can. Now I can show you, yes, you can do it on your phone. I mean, if people tell me like they prefer the streams with the capture cards and stuff like that, I could go back to doing it, but I don't know. Yeah, the mail glitch is duplicating items without ace. It is not possible to calibrate that timer because you don't know what the secret ID is. In fact, we technically already calibrate it. That's why you aim for a different amount of time than what it actually is. Like, we aim for 249 frames less than what it actually is. All right. We should be reasonably close now. Is it safe to update the Switch in the game? Yeah, they're not patching this out. I don't know that they could patch this out. I don't know if they could patch this out with a Switch update. They would have to update the game Fire Red itself if they wanted to patch it out. And even then, I don't know how they would do it. They would have to, like, every frame have the emulator pull something from the crypto secure seed and insert. They'd have to be doing a very insane hack, is what I'll say. I think if I was Nintendo and I was trying to figure out how do I stop people from RNG manipulating in Fire Red, a game people have figured out pretty precisely, I would intentionally make the boot time random. Like, I would have somewhere in the emulator's, like, launch code to be like, the boot time of my game is, because it's already inconsistent and it's clearly just like they just didn't care. And the Switch's menus don't need to be that, like, there's no purpose to having a boot time be that consistent, I guess, right? So if they wanted to mess with us really badly, what they could do is make the boot time, like, fully inconsistent, and make it so that, you know, there's anywhere between a 1 to 10, not 1 to 10, but like 1 to 5 second delay before launch. And we basically, I don't know that RNG manips wouldn't exist anymore, but it would be a lot, it would be a lot harder for people. Oh. Does it work on the Game Boy card and DS? Yeah. It's a little easier on the Game Boy as well. You don't need to do the continue screen thing. Does this work on MGBA? Yep. Do I have to check all the... Yeah, you have to check them all up and down. Yeah, a lot of people have been doing that as a way to figure out their secret ID, which would work, technically. You would have, if you wanted to make, for some reason, the GBA identical to the Switch, what you would have to do is just plug the wireless adapter in, and then it would be identical. They can patch Mail Glitch and Ace, but they would again, any patches they would do to fix Ace, to fix RNG manips, they wouldn't be a Switch system update. They would be an update to Fire Red. So if Fire Red gets an update and it says something like Fire Red is going to ask you to update, then maybe they could patch it. But I don't think they could patch it with a Switch system update. I don't think it'd be possible. For Ace especially. Ace would be much harder to patch. There are moving NPCs in the power plant. In my video, I do press the start menu. The moving NPCs are actually the Pokeballs and Voltorbs and stuff on the ground. If you don't collect all of them, if you don't pick all of them up off the ground, those counts as moving NPCs. I know what you're thinking. That sounds insane. And I'm telling you, they're just NPCs. It's very weird, but that's what they are. So I didn't pick them up off the ground. I didn't RNG manip every single Voltorb and Electrode, and I didn't want to knock them all out. So I bring up the pause menu. Oh, we were 1 seed early, we were 1 seed early, and then the last time we were 2 seeds early, so I am going to do an adjustment here. Because I was early twice. Flash. Oh my gosh. Flash K, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. Everybody show some Blisy love to Flash if you have it. I genuinely appreciate that. As a reminder, if we get to 30 memberships today, I will do YouTube short guides for every single static encounter that has unique parameters. So you get a short for the Game Corner Pokemon. You would get a short for the legendary birds. You would get one short for Ho, one for Lugia. You would get one for Deoxys. You'd get one for Snorlax. So I'd have to freaking respawn with Ace. You would get Hypno, I guess. I forgot to reload. Electrode in the power plant. You can RNG every single Pokemon in this game. Guys, there is nothing like Gen 9. Nothing like Gen 9. Everything, if it's a Pokemon, you can RNG manipulate. There are some, like, unique attributes to them. 20 gifted! Bro, what is this, Mike Druitt? The 20 pack? I have never had that many gifted... I've never had that many gifted in my entire life. Holy moly. Mike wants some shorts. Your content's giving me hours of entertainment over the years you've earned it. Well, thank you, brother. Jesus. Everybody show Mike some love. Send the Blisy love emoji. Cosmic, welcome to Happy Knee. I appreciate you. I'm gonna do one more. What about Wild Encounters? Do I plan videos? Yeah, I'll plan on doing a video for Wild Encounters. What's the new incentive for 50 members? I don't know. What do you guys want? Is there content for me that y'all want that I could 50 member goal? I low-key don't know what else there is. You can type exclamation point RNG to get that guide, Patrick Esdem. Egg? Egg would have to be too long. Egg would be much more. Egg would have to be like 100 members or something like that. Egg would be too long. Egg is hard. Rock Smash? I don't think Rock Smash can... Rock Smash might be the one thing that's like low-key not doable, actually, in this game. I don't know if anything uses the secondary RNG. I can't get the German game. I think I'm early on my seed there. No, but the process on the phone is literally no different than the process I showed in the Shiny Starter video. Every single tool is just a website. Every tool is just a website. You can use a macro controller to do RNG manips, but that defeats the whole purpose of doing RNG manips. RNG manips are cool because you are a human. Like, you are controlling the game perfectly. So perfectly that the game is forced to spawn what you wanted. Like, to me, the fun of it is not... I would lose the fun using a macro controller. Nobody knows about what they're doing with home legality right now. Nobody knows. If anyone tells you they know for sure what they're doing with home legality, nobody knows. The best guess you can have for home legality is looking at what they did with glitch Pokemon in Red and Blue and Gold and Silver's releases on the 3DS Virtual Console with Pokemon Bank. That's your best guess. But even that is not going to be accurate. So if anyone says something like, hey, If anyone says something like, this is exactly how it's going to be, I know for sure, this is what we're doing, they're lying to you. They don't know. I keep going to my computer to type in the stats, and I don't need to do that. Okay, now I did just go to my computer by accident to type the stats in, and I looked over at the stream and I saw that there's 400 of you, which is amazing. But there's only 103 likes. Gamers, what the heck is this? We almost got more members than likes this stream. You guys, if you like these streams, you like these tutorials, you like what I'm putting out lately, you gotta hit the like button. It's a free way to support me. It's free. It's completely free. You don't have to do anything. It just lets other people know and YouTube know, hey, pretty cool stream we got here. This person's doing something pretty interesting that literally one other person on the entire website is doing. Which, of course, is Papa Hefe. I mean, there's other cool RNG manipulator YouTubers, by the way. I don't want to be, like, stinky to that. Like, one of my favorite people who does RNG content is called Lettuce Leaf. I was one early again. I'll do one more and then I'll calibrate. I didn't like that. Lettuce Leaf has been doing Fire Red and Leaf Green GBA streams. I keep clicking history. So, let's make sure the beeps work. They do work. Non-Profit Genie. Determined to get my shiny starter while you're streaming. Well, good luck, Non-Profit Genie. It's the worst Nintendo handheld, in my opinion. Is the answer not just very obviously the Virtual Boy? I do not like Yogg 2. He doesn't know what he's doing when he's I would not watch him. He rushed to release a... Also, VB rules, dang it. Yeah, retail RNG is only for the GBA right now. Retail RNG is only for the GBA right now. Yogg 2 called you mentally ill when you asked what his secret ID is. I don't... That's crazy! I'm not here to shit talk other people, but... Yeah. I spent a bunch of time correcting errors from his guides in my comments section because he released a static encounter guide like 5 hours before me. Oh. That was fun. See, I went to my computer again. Tumor's gonna farm this? No. I am not famous. If a drama tuber covers me, there's a problem because if a drama tuber's covering me, I think they need like mega bread because who am I? And what is the drama? The drama is I got specific beef with a person for reasons that they would literally never find out. It's literally unfindoutable. I was 1 seed early again. I've been 1 seed early twice. We're adjusting. The info could not be found out unless like a personal friend of mine leaks. So. Update. So we've been pretty consistent, which is good. RetailRNG.com, I promise, will get updates for the Switch versions. We just don't know how we're going to do it. If you don't know, RetailRNG.com is mostly run by Papa Hefe and myself, in addition to one of my mods, Nick Plays, with some contributions from other people. Cold Stone Sis, for example, has written some Diamond and Pearl guides. That being said, we don't know if we're going to just try and make the current Fire Red and Leaf Green guides work for the Switch and adapt them with tabs or other buttons or extra information, or if we're going to have to add Fire Red and Leaf Green to the Switch section and then slightly tweak all the guides to mention the even versus odds thing. We don't know what we're going to do. We're still figuring it out. Hefe is going to probably start writing outlines at some point. I don't really know what the plan is. To be honest, we are still so far away from having every seed that we need that it's okay for a little while. Thank you for the membership, Vivi. By the way, I appreciate you. Everybody show some Blisy love to Vivi. And I forgot to reload. Oh, I always forget to do that when I'm on mobile. Beep. All right. I hate game chat. Oh my lord. There's just more than me and Hefe, by the way. A lot of people think that it's just me and Hefe. There's multiple people who are spending a ton of time doing this research. They don't get credit because they don't make YouTube videos, which always sucks. But Xiao, or Xiao Nova in my Discord, or Avatar Xiao in other places, he puts in so much work. The seed farming literally wouldn't be possible without him. 10 Ben did so much work for the seed farming for the original games, and while he wasn't as involved in the Switch farming, mostly because he was on vacation, his work basically laid the groundwork for seed farming. And then Real 96 has been putting a ton of work in. So much work Real 96 has been doing to make seed farming more accurate than it was when I was using the bot. Like, I was using an Arduino to farm seeds right here. Arduino Leonardo. They've fully switched to a Sysbot implementation. Xiao and Real have been like power grinding, figuring it out literally like the last 4 days. Das Ampharos and Lincoln, again, none of it would be possible without either of them. Both of them made the online tools. So 10 lines, you guys don't even know. So many people were begging, Blisy, just make a tutorial. Hefe, just make a tutorial. I don't care if the 10 lines isn't updated. I don't care if there's no seed list available or anything like that. I'm telling you guys, if you had even tried seed farming the old way on Eevee, and then like getting a shiny starter that way, like, it is miserable compared to the beauty, the magnificence that is the 10 lines. The 10 lines is like a highly specific retail only tool. I couldn't even begin to tell you how much better it is than the old way. It is so much better. It's insane. Like, Lincoln, literally, Fire Red and Leaf Green, nobody would be doing these Fire Red and Leaf Green RNGs if it wasn't for Lincoln making the 10 lines as it is. And like the 10 lines, like, Lincoln is the one who developed it, but like, honestly, Hefe is like the one he was like the designer for it. He was like, this is the workflow that we should experience. This is this. He drew it all out. He made like a bunch of, yeah. So I don't know. And then Das Ampharos made EonTimer mobile. Like, he made it on the freaking internet, bro. Like, it's all crazy. It's so crazy. These people all don't get enough credit. I don't know how else to credit them. Thank God Das Ampharos and Lincoln, it's on their actual websites instead of just being like ephemeral somewhere so that their names are attached to it, which is really, really nice. But literally no one would know about Xiao or Real helping if we don't talk about it, you know? Okay, sorry. 1 second. I missed some memberships, which I really appreciate. I had to go on a rant, make sure people know who's deserves credit and stuff. BSMTX, welcome to Happy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, BSMTX. I appreciate you. Everybody show them some Blissy love for the membership. Where can we support you furthermore? If you want to support me, you can either, I think it's like exclamation point tip or exclamation point donate if you just want to donate money to me. If you want to support me while getting a product, you can type exclamation point advgg. You'll get a link to my advanced GG page, which is these energy drinks that I'm partnered with. They are delicious. I literally just finished my lemon lime one this morning. I literally just finished this earlier in the stream. I believe I get a 50% commission from anything you buy while using my referral code. The support from that has been great. Eventually, we're going to make a shaker product together. Or you could just consider doing a super chat if you want to support me directly with money. That's it. The continue screen does not have to be more than 1100 advances. It's just like if you have the continue screen be too low, then you can run out of time. It's closer to like 400 probably. Oh my gosh. The seed list has not been updated in a couple of days because Xiao and Real 96 have been like turbo grinding to figure out a new, better way to farm seeds than whatever we're doing right now with the Arduinos. That's it. Like, trust me, there will be a big update to the seed list in the next like week or two. No, there is no automatically accounting for the sweet scent delay. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Blissy, why wouldn't we automatically account for the sweet scent delay? The sweet scent delay is the same thing everywhere. Wrong. The sweet scent delay, so far as we have noticed, has changed on like multiple different routes. So the sweet scent delay can change from route to route, from area type to area type. It is simply not worth it to try and, like, the reason there's no delays, the reason I never talk about delays, the reason we don't have a set delay, even for something like sweet scent, which is really not going to change too much, is because part of the RNG manipulation process anyway is to get your target once, miss, and then calibrate, because you're almost never will you get something on the first try, because humans are not consistent like that, right? And so because you need to calibrate anyway, you might as well not have delays and have the person just calibrate out the delay manually. Like that, you should do that, right? That's just part of the natural process of doing an RNG manip. And it literally gets any delay at all, sweet scent, Snorlax's cry, anything like that, it gets calibrated out on your very first attempt ever. The first time that you calibrate advances is when delays are calibrated out. And so because of that, I'll do one more without calibration. It doesn't really matter what the delays are. The concept of a sweet scent delay or the concept of a sweet scent delay or a static encounters delay value, these are outdated concepts from the emulator RNG community, who can get Pokemon on their very first attempt without any calibration because they have save states, they have the ability to rewind, and other things like that. And so because they have those, they are very interested in knowing what all the exact delays are so that they can never miss on their first try. We are not like that because we are humans, not robots. Why is my setup like this? In what way do you mean, Terrence? Can you explain? They will be robots soon? What does that mean? Oh, the reason I'm using a camera instead of a capture card is just because I think that doing everything on mobile is cool. For years, people have asked me, can you do this on mobile? Can you do this with just your phone? Stuff like that. And the answer is just like, you can now. You couldn't for a really long time, and I think it's really cool. You can do it like outside of your house. You could just do this on the couch. You could do this anywhere you freaking want. Like, I'm sure next time I go hang out at Papa Hefe's like parents' place, like his parents live in like a very nice lake house basically, and I went to see it for the first time last year for vacation. I'm sure him and I will do like mobile RNGs on our fucking cell phones, like while we're being chilling. Like, I think that's gonna happen. Like, so it's just something really cool. I just want to share with people. Yeah. I don't want to calibrate, but I'm gonna do it. I don't want to calibrate, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm doing it. That feeling when you've calibrated out. You calibrated too much. One seed late. I've been one seed late repeatedly. I guess I should double check my timer. Is my timer on GBA mode? Motherfucker. Oh my god. You always gotta check this shit. Oh, this stinks. Alright. You always have to check that. That can really mess up your timing. Always make sure it says GBA. That was a delayed. Yeah, that'll get calibrated out in 1 or 2 attempts. Don't worry about that. It just does make it more difficult. What's up, bro? Here from Illinois? Oh, my neighbor. I'm in Michigan. I don't like using a pre-timer for the initial boot button press, but you can do it if it makes it easier for you. You look like you lost a good amount of weight. No, I just cut my hair and shaved my beard. People say that literally every single time that I cut my hair, they think that I lost weight. What's up, Ray Boy Man? How you doing? I did have a lot of hair, to be fair. Very nice to hear that, Highway. You refuse to sleep until you got it. That will make you worse at RNG manipping. I already know my SID. Yes, I got it live on stream, actually. Like a few days ago. Wild 1 versus Wild 2. Wild 1 versus Wild 2 is actually like a more complex distinction. I don't know how I would ever explain that in a video, or if I would ever explain it in a video. Maybe I would explain it in a video if I'm showing you how to get 5 IV perfect Pokemon. And I don't think that we even understand fully how the, we understand on a real GBA and a real DS how Wild 1 versus Wild 2 versus Wild 4 will spawn. I don't know if the emulator is going to cause things to be the same or similar. So I don't know how correct the data is. Very, very good on the shiny Mewtwo, magenta. All right, we'll do one more. And then I'll calibrate. Oh, also, someone was asking earlier if I will be doing a wild RNG guide. Yes, I plan to. Using Sweet Scent. I plan to do a full video guide on that as well. It's not going to be very different than the legendary guide, but I will be doing one. Fishing is different than normal wild. Maybe that'll be a 50-member goal. I'll do a fishing short as an addendum to the wild guide. Or I can just make the wild guide much longer and do like 3 or 4 RNG manips in it. That's what we'll do. We'll have that set to 50. We'll do include fishing wild guide. That's what we'll do at 50 members. What shinies have I got so far? I have 4 shinies in this playthrough. I did not. It's not this. This is not shiny, but these other guys are shiny. I said I would calibrate off this one, but I kind of don't want to. Low key. That feel when you don't want to calibrate. The Advanced shop has some nice stuff, but they charge too much for shipping to the UK. Yeah, Yashka, I mean, I'm sorry. That stinks. I do really like a lot of their stuff. Yeah, on Switch 1, you have to press the home button a little later than you can on the Switch 2. On the Switch 2, the moment that you press A to launch the game, you can click the home button immediately, and it'll buffer. On the Switch 1, it doesn't work like that. You just have to wait a little bit. Yes, this works for Deoxys. The only thing that this really won't work for with any amount of consistency would be Rock Smash Pokemon. And I'm sure that can be figured out. I can double check my... Yeah, I get 50% commission. Yep, I just double checked. Alright. Now, we've been talking about ways to support me with money, and that's great if you want to do that. You go to advgg, you become a member, you donate or something like that. That's great. If you want to support me for free, there's 475 of you here, but only 198 likes. Does really only 50% of people watching the stream like me? Is that true? Very, very sad if true. Very sad if true that only 50% of the people watching enjoy me as a content person. Big sad if true. Alright, let's do docile. So liking is like the best way to support me for free, pretty much. Liking or sharing. I know there's other buttons and stuff now, like hype or whatever. I don't even know what they do. Does stream even have a hype button? Does anybody even know? I don't even know if the stream has a hype button. We were on seed, so let's do an adjustment. Let's adjust my continue. Oh, I was way, way, way late in terms of that. Yeah, paste. You have to turn the phone sideways to get the update button to appear, by the way. And I don't think I reloaded either, so... Alright, we did some calibrations. What does being on seed means? It means it hit the seed that you were aiming for. You wish Pokopia had shiny so I would play that too? I would... Pokopia does not seem like a game for me. My wife's been playing it, though. I've been enjoying watching her. I've been enjoying watching my wife play that. A lot of people get tripped up by the leading zero thing. Guys, think about how regular numbers work. If I have the number 0005 and the number 5 in real life with regular numbers, they're the same number, right? The leading zeros do nothing. So... if you don't hit the seed and you're adjusting the seed timer, you adjust the first timer that uses milliseconds. What's the reason for holding A in the menu screen? No, you don't hold A in the menu screen. You hold A on the title screen after you hit the button until the menu screen appears. So watch. Observe. Here we go. So I'm holding A. Once this appears, I let go. That, if you do not do that, the seed will be different every single, not every single time, but the seed will be different a lot of the time. It just makes the seed consistent. On Switch, when do you click the home button? I can show you after this attempt. I mean, I don't know how to be more clear. You just hold the button. Oh, whoops. But I don't have one. Okay, here's how you do it on the Switch 1. If you want to know how to do the home button thing on the Switch 1, observe, okay? After it makes the noise, that's when it does it. So watch the timing again. That's too early. It'll close. It's okay if you see the little Switch logo there. You just can't see the game. I'll do it one more time, and then I'll go back to my manips. That's how you do it on the Switch version. It absolutely works just fine on the French version. What is this? Oh. You are crazy. The Switch 1, you have to be later. The Switch 2, you can hit the home button way, way earlier. Type exclamation point RNG. Oh, well, you have to restart your game for my tutorial. I told you I'd be making a YouTube short on that. Just be patient. People treating live like they're tech support. I don't understand why so many people think that, like, I'm going to be able to, like, help debug and troubleshoot their issues live on stream. I will answer as many questions as I can, but I cannot, like, really think about this. People who are asking me to, like, super duper get in the weeds with their problem. There's 500 people in chat. I'm doing my own RNG manip right now. Like, it's not going to be possible for me to get super in the weeds with you. Oops. Oh. Can you press my switch? So many people have been DMing me asking them they'd pay me money to do an RNG for them. How many tries does it usually take me? I don't know, it depends. I'm definitely slower on stream than I am off stream because I'm able to get distracted. Q&A stream at 100? What do you mean by Q&A stream? Like a stream where I'm dedicated to just helping people out? Or like where you'd like ask me personal life questions or whatever? Alright, one more and I'll do an adjustment. Your social security number. Let's get to 50 members for the Include Fishing in the Wild Guide membership goal, and then we'll talk about what I do at 100 gifted members in one stream. Or, not gifted, but 100 in one stream, which, for the record, I don't even think is impossible. So, RNG manipulation should be a self-rewarding thing, and it should feel very rewarding. I don't want to say that it should feel more rewarding than a traditional shiny hunt, because a lot of people get the idea it's like RNG manipping is a skill and shiny hunting isn't. And it's like, that's true in the sense that like you have to do specific actions and learn how to do it and learn how this process works. That being said, there is something to be said, especially in our modern day world where attention spans have been disintegrated, to just feeling accomplished for being patient and sticking out with something. Now, I would argue that you also learn that doing an RNG manip because the process can be frustrating and difficult, but you do learn that for sure in a shiny hunt. Rafia, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate you. Everybody show Rafia some Blisy love. Rafia has actually been very helpful in the Discord chat in my channel. They've been putting a ton of work in the Fire and Leaf Green Switch section, helping other people out. So everybody give them a big thank you, a big appreciation for how much they've been helping out. They helped you get your shiny Charmander? That's what I'm saying, bro. The RNG manip thing is fascinating because of the amount of effort that has gone into it. Well, like, I like doing it. You should basically never, ever, ever touch the third overworld timer. Timer number 3, you should never touch. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Oh. Dude, low-key, I was hoping I would get a fadeaway shiny. What do we think? That would have been dope, right? If I did a fadeaway. I walk away and it was just shiny. For some reason, I can't see that person's name. JT, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. Everybody show some blisy love to JT. All right, let's calibrate. I have to do it. I gotta do it. I'm not hit it yet. One seed late, pretty close, yeah. That's how it be, bro. There's not really a point in adjusting at this moment in time, so I'm not gonna do it. I'll probably adjust off the next one. Oh, right. Yeah, all I gotta do is lock in. Can this be done for Deoxys? Is that it? Yes. I don't know why I couldn't get the words out, but yes. I don't know that it matters that much. I think the longer wait, the better. You could probably wait like 2 or 3 seconds. I do like an internal countdown in my head anyway, just to get myself psyched up for hitting the button at the same time. I just go like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty much what I do. Anyone telling you that you need to subtract a value for Sweet Scent before you put it into EonTimer? Anyone who tells you need to subtract a value for Sweet Scent before you put it into EonTimer is wrong. You do not need to do that. It is like antithetical to the way that we teach and do RNG manips. We have a whole thing about it. Like, chat, do you want me to explain why we don't do that anymore? Do you really want me to go on a whole diatribe about the delay and why we don't have it and why we don't do it? Is that what we want? I'll do it, chat. I'll do it. I'll go on a diatribe. I will read the article. I will talk about why we don't need delays. How do you get secret ID? Type exclamation point RNG and you'll get the guide for secret ID. We got this. 30. Oh, do we get nothing? Did I put the wrong nature in? 30? Oh, it's 140, not 144. Always double check for typos. On seed, is that 1 frame late? That was exactly 1 frame late, by the way. So, oh no, 2 frames late, too late. I really shouldn't, I don't need to calibrate for this. 2 frame late can be 1 frame late as well when you think about it. Yes, Fire and Leaf Green is more difficult, more challenging than this game. Or than Ruby Sapphire Emerald. Ruby Sapphire Emerald will be much easier to RNG manip. I think I was mega late on my seed there, probably. Do we need dead batteries for Ruby and Sapphire? Nope. It will be very if Ruby and Sapphire works how other emulators for Ruby and Sapphire work on the computer do, then you just change your system clock. I think it's a non-zero chance they fix the Emerald Seed Zero thing, and if they do, it really won't change how the game works at all. It'll actually just open up more options because the truth is, initial seed RNG is very easy in Ruby and Sapphire. The only reason it's kind of, and it would, if they fixed Emerald's initial seed, they would be using real-time clock as well for Emerald, probably. And the only reason it sucks in real life is that you would either have to figure out where your current seed is or remove the battery and reinsert it. But if it's on an emulator, it's probably just using the Switch's system clock. And if it's just using the Switch's system clock, then it's actually super easy to control and would just open up more options. And we probably wouldn't even do painting RNG anymore. Not painting. We probably wouldn't even do painting anymore on the Switch. Because it'd be so easy. There's probably specific spreads you would maybe want to use painting for that don't have any particular initial seed very close. And there's also probably, yeah, so, but still. Am I emulating this or is this a Nintendo Store copy? I bought this. It's the official release, yeah. It's the Switch 2, so it's not hackable. Like, it's not like I could hack this if I wanted to. Oops. More. What? I missed. Okay. Question, do I need to change my continue screen frames if I'm 10 or 15 frames off, like if my continue screen frame is... That's not... 383 is not 10 or 15 frames off of 386. I would update your continue screen frame if you are ever off by more than like 3, basically. 3 or more, I would say. I have not seen... Okay. I had to respond to some DMs, but I'm back. All right, I'm doing one more. What does holding the button on the title screen do? Actually, this is a question. This is a question for y'all. So many people have asked me, why do you hold A on the title screen? And to your response, I would say, I'm happy about your curiosity, but why do you care? Now, the answer to why you hold A on the title screen is pretty simple. It's that if you let go before the title screen is done and before the initial seed is determined, it can change what seed you get. Because if you've noticed, the way you RNG manip in this game, in terms of waiting for the whole intro to play out, is kind of weird. Why are we not just skipping this intro? We could just press A and skip this. Why aren't we doing that? The reason is because the initial seed is determined by an extremely precise timer in the GBA called the Timer 1. The Timer 1 can change based on like anything because it's a hardware register of the GBA, so multiple different code paths can change what value it will contain, and it contains what the initial seed will be. So if you let go of the A button early, before the seed is set, you have now changed what the code path of the Timer 1 is going to end up at, causing inconsistencies. But if you just hold the button down the whole time, it will just read as if you held the A button on X frame for X amount of time. And once you hold it, and the reason that you hold it from the title screen until the save file select screen appears is because the save file select screen appearing is a guaranteed marker for after the initial seed has been set. And that's it. That's the reason. No, it's fine to be curious. I hope I didn't come off as like trying to stifle your curiosity, but a lot of people have been asking, and so, I don't usually get whys in my tutorials. Usually my tutorials are just meant for people to follow along without asking why, but it's fine to get why. I just have 4. I've been trying to play through the game as quickly as possible so I could get tutorials. Like, I'll show this again after this Snorlax fight. But if you watched, I did a tutorial on how to RNG manip Zapdos. I did a tutorial on how to RNG manip Zapdos, and if you take a look here, I only have 4 badges. I don't even have Fly. I don't even have Erica's badge. So I've just been blitzing the game so I can get tutorials out for y'all. Because I spent the first 2 weeks of this game's release farming seeds and figuring out how to farm seeds and making sure all the information was accurate because I didn't want to pump out guides on day 1. I didn't want to pump out guides on day 1 that had inaccurate information or that I would have to be immediately replaced. I didn't want to put out slop. So that's why I took so long to do anything. Actually, it was really funny. A lot of people are putting out info very, very quickly and like rushing and like really fast grinding and stuff like that. And I saw these for Pokopia. And someone was someone made a Pokopia video because we need to look up something for my wife. And we looked it up and the guy started the video saying, "Hey Dittos," and I was like, "Damn, I like that. Good video." I just wanted to share that. They started their Pokopia video with "Hey Dittos." I really liked that. I think that's worth sharing. Whew. Can it mess things up if you don't? No. I mean, you have to release the A button on the continue screen to, like, because you have to hit it a second time. But once you're on the continue screen, the initial seed is set, and it does not matter how long you hold the A button. I did not expect this A button thing to be, like, so confusing for people. I think Pokopia is probably a better game for adults than it is for kids, to be honest with you. Pokopia is a game that if you have, like, for example, if you try and play Pokopia for like 10 hours straight, you pretty much can't. Because you get hardwalled by things taking X amount of time. Like, if you'll set up to build a bunch of houses, and then the game will be like, okay, come back in 10 hours. So it's like, for me, if Pokopia is a great game for when an adult comes home after work, makes dinner, and has 2 or 3 hours before bed, and then they can play it in those 3 hours. So it's a great game when you have limited time. I do not have unlimited time. I wish I did. I don't even know if I wish I did. You hold the A button until you get to the continue screen, and then it does not need to be held anymore. Once you're on the continue screen, it does not matter when you release it. Just release it before that timer ends, because then you can't hit the A button to continue. Alright, we have to adjust. We have to adjust. We've missed too many times. Which button is the A button? Bruh. The shitposting has gone too far. The one that says B. True. All right. Nope, I don't need my computer. I don't need my computer. I'm all on mobile. Was this the one that I hit? Wow, I hit the same Snorlax. Whoa. Okay, I guess I adjust because I was late. I guess I adjust. That's crazy. I can't believe I just randomly landed on the same Snorlax. It's not random, but... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh no. I fucked up that timer really bad. Wait, did I? No, it's not doing anything, probably. I think I'm probably chill. I'm not sure, though. Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. Let me read chat, and then we'll get back. Sir Loaf of Bread, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. Thank you for the info. My CSB has been off a lot, and I've only hit it a few times. Oh, keep at it. You'll get better. Salamon's Blood. I love your username. Welcome to Happy Knee. Thank you so much, dog. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for the membership. Everybody show them some Blissy love. It probably needs to be. Reload here. Make sure the timer plays. Yep. Okay. Now, as a reminder, gamers, if you want fishing RNG as a guide in some way, in addition to the wild RNG tutorial I'll be making, we have to hit 50 members this stream. Because, and I'll tell you this one, fishing RNG, kind of a pain in the butt. It will take me a little extra time to make it. When I say a little, I mean a lot of extra time to make it. So, if you want that, we need 10 more members. Sir Loaf of Bread, welcome to Happy Knee. I appreciate you. Now we need 9 more. And becoming a channel member is great. I release the videos early for members. You get access to a special members only chat in my Discord. And it's only $1.99 a month. Does gifting YouTube members count? Yes. Gifteds are fine. It's not just permanent members. Welcome, Rid and Zephyro. I appreciate both of you. These people want the fish. It's true. Fun fact, I don't even have a fishing rod in this game right now, actually. I guess I could go south and get one really soon. Thank you for the gifted. I appreciate you. For some reason, I can't see the chat names on my side of OBS. I keep having to go to my other monitor. Imprisons, thank you for the gifted. Sorry. I have to keep my big chat window open. I have a second monitor over here that's got my chat. So reason for why my EonTimer is delayed on the beeps. The delay of EonTimer wouldn't matter as long as the beeps occur consistently. GP Mikhail. Oh my gosh, I couldn't say that name. Thank you for the Happy Knee tier membership. I appreciate you. All right, we'll do one more and then we'll calibrate. No, Carl. If you are a regular shiny hunter who is not doing RNG manipulation, let me explain to you. You will never need to care about the initial seed or the frames unless, and even then, it really probably won't matter unless you're doing a macro controller. A macro controller does give you the potential to hit the exact same frames and seeds multiple times. But even then, my Arduino, this Arduino is running at 500 frames per second. It is better than any 8-bit do controller that you've got. And it cannot hit the same seed and frame every single time. It's not possible. It can't do it. It can't do it. It's not possible. So if you are just soft resetting normally, you're using A, B, X, and Y, do not worry about anything. You will never hit the same twice. It is so phenomenally unlikely and almost impossible. Why am I yelling? All right, I'm banning you. Orbital strike. Mephisto, welcome to Happy Knee. I appreciate you. Everybody show Mephisto some blisy love. I don't know. God forbid I be passionate. Is it so wrong for me to be passionate about things? I'm loud. I'm loud. How much advanced GG did I have to drink? I only had 2 scoops, which is the recommended dosage. I had, how much caffeine is that? I think it's 200 milligrams in 2 scoops. I've only had 200 milligrams of caffeine today in total. I didn't have any coffee. I don't think they meant anything bad. Yo, welcome to Happy Knee, Zilius. I appreciate you. Everybody show them some blisy love. You might overdose. I'm fine. I drink a lot more coffee than I do Advanced GG. I hope I don't inhale that stuff. No. I don't know. I drink it over a period of like 20 minutes. Let's see. No, in a standard cup of coffee, it's also... Wait, no, hold on a minute. A standard American cup of coffee is like anywhere from 100 to 200 cups. Let me check, hold on. Hold on, wait, I'll check. My Ethernet cable fell down again. I can't check. I drink very strong coffee. Hold on, let me check. Caffeine in cup of Bustelo. Okay, yeah, so I only drink Cafe Bustelo is the main, not only, but it's the main coffee that I drink at home. And I would drink like 2.5 to 3 cups of Cafe Bustelo a day. And Cafe Bustelo has like 200 milligrams per cup. Do you think raising your fingers off of the A button before pressing it throws off your timing? Let me tell you something. I have done more RNG manips than you ever will in your entire life. I know what I'm doing. Cafe Bustelo is supposed to be high. Cafe Bustelo is supposed to be high in caffeine. I probably would have hit it on off stream, yes. I probably would have also hit it if I wasn't doing mobile. It's just more consistent. I'm doing all right. Krav, how you doing? I said it's like 1,200 for Snorlax. Oh, that's it. Whoa. This is why you don't doubt me. Do not doubt how I press my buttons. Button press doubters. That's what y'all are. Y'all are button press doubters. We're gonna burn the Chesto Berry. That's what y'all get for doubting my button presses. They're good. I'm good at I'm good at pressing the button. Tell me I'm good, chat. This is tech if you didn't know, by the way. Kazan, if I don't get RNG manips faster than most people, then there's something wrong with myself. Because, like, all I do... Wait, now I'm gonna wake this guy up. All I do is this. This is all I do. I would adjust if you're that far off, Wookie Cookie. Wait a minute. Snorlax used Headbutt while it was asleep? Do I enjoy this still? I love doing RNG manips. Fire Red and Leaf Green are some of my favorite games to do RNG manips in, to be honest with you. So I'm pretty happy that they got released on the Switch. I'm gonna Great Ball it right now. Why not? I'm worried that it's gonna rest. You can go to retailrng.com or you can go to my YouTube channel and check out the latest guide for how to get a shiny, a shiny starter in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. My favorite Pokemon is Totodile and Feraligatr. It is tied. I will nickname the captured Snorlax. I'm gonna go to the bathroom first. Chat, come up with nicknames. I have to pee. I need more water as well. Alright, what are we nicknaming it? 200 milligrams? That's a good one. I agree. A completely normal amount of caffeine. That's what this Snorlax is. We're gonna lock my phone screen. Who's next indeed? Let's do a poll, chat. Who do we want to see? Let me do a poll. Alright. We're gonna start a poll. We're gonna do who next? Random Wild Game Corner Mon. Do that. Drew, I'll save. Drew, I'll save. Please save. I have not done any of these trainer battles, by the way. Fudge. I can't do Entei. I can't do Mewtwo either. I can't do either of them. I only have 4 badges. I skipped Erica. I don't even have Fly. I'm probably going to hold on to Eevee. I could do a Safari Zone Wild. If Wild wins, I will do Safari Zone. If Wild wins, I will do Safari Zone. Blisy hates airlines, confirmed. I hate flying. I'm so paranoid of flying. I will not be doing a Chansey. I'll tell you that one right now. Wait, could I do a Chansey? Is Chansey in the first zone? I don't even know where Chansey is. I already did the Mount Moon Magikarp. You can do either one. It works if you just open the menu. Strife PT. It works if you open the menu. That's what I did. I got a shiny Zapdos in my tutorial just by opening the menu. I don't find it's worth it to get everything off the ground. What if I want to RNG one of those electrodes later? Is my channel named after the Pokemon? Yes, technically. And if it is, why not go for your favorite? It is not my favorite, even though I named the channel after it. The channel is really more so named after, like, a kind of like a joke, basically. The poll is 50-50 right now. Oh, Random Wild is taking the lead. Chansey is 1% in the first zone. The 1% shouldn't matter. I should be able to find one. I already got the other Snorlax. I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to beat Erica first if we're doing a Random Wild. If we're not doing a Game Corner Pokemon, I have to beat Erica. I have 5 right now. Game Corner, please. Game Corner's losing. If y'all want Game Corner Pokemon, vote in the poll. There's 52% are saying a Random Wild. And I will do a Safari Zone one. I already get this. I guess I already got that. Nature, Snorlax is brave. I don't remember the stats off the top of my head. Alright, we are going to beat Erica quickly. I think the best way is like this. I already got Meowth, yeah. Yeah, it's a Master Roshi looking guy through the window. Supporting another way. The only way that you could support me, I don't have any merch at all. Like I said, with Advanced GG, um, the hope is to release a shaker with them, and then potentially other things. But I have no merch right now, and I never have. If you want to support me, you could just donate directly, gift channel memberships, or donate, like use a super chat or whatever. Those are pretty much the only ways to support me, for money. We're only 3 members away from the 50 member goal of getting fishing in the wild guide, so. Does the Celadon Gym Trainer dialogue change with the female protagonist? I don't think so. It looks like we're doing a wild Pokemon here. I'm going to end the poll. After this, I'll have to catch a flying Pokemon really quickly. Surge grants you fly? You're totally right. Someone said that and you're so right. Wait, I could just fucking leave. I thought Erica gave you fly, but you're so right. What is Erica? Strength? I'm out of here. I just need a Spearow or something. No, of course I didn't keep the Zapdos. What, you think I want a random shiny Zapdos? Absolutely not. Ew. Yuck. I already beat Koga. I skipped Erica because I knew I couldn't beat her. Yeah, I know where Spearow and Doduo both are in fly. They're both in here. There's Doduo in here in red and blue. Maybe they're not in here in this game. The HM for fly is right to the left of here. Doduo is definitely in here in red and blue. I'll tell you that right now. There's a Doduo. Doduo can learn fly? Yes, it's very strange. Whoa. One or two frames multiple times. I would adjust by 1 frame. Yep. I'll have Sweet sent out soon. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate you. I know how the mail glitch works, but I'm not doing anything with it right now. Currently commuting on my way home from work. Okay, Lucky Rob. Hope you have a good commute. The new guides include things that you don't need on the GBA. So, like, you don't need to worry about continue screen frames on the GBA, for example. It is possible to use a macro controller to do this, but I would never explain how to do it. I would never want anyone to do it that way because it is not fun. You are ruining the fun that I would have using a macro controller to do any of this, so I'm not interested in teaching it. If you're interested in figuring it out on your own, that's great, but yeah, I would never teach that. I would never encourage it. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's interesting. I think that, like, things are more than a means to an end, right? Like, doing an RNG manip is more than a means to an end of getting a shiny for me, right? Doing it is an act the act of doing it in and of itself is fun. If I touch a GBA, do I have to... If you attach a wireless adapter, then it should be the same as this, then yes. I don't have an 8-bit do affiliate link. The only affiliation I have right now is with the... Oh my gosh, with advgg, I have a partnership with them. I'm an advgg partner. Okay, let's look for Chansey. I'm gonna unlock my... Get out of here, bro. Alright, we're gonna do a wild encounter. This is gonna be a huge pain in the butt, by the way. I should have made y'all donate to do a Safari Zone 1. This is a huge pain in the butt. We'll do Mod 1. We can bump this back down to 600. Oh, I have the frames way too low. 2,000. We have nothing. Let's go to 10. So let's increase the seed plus minus to like 100. I have no shiny Chanseys anywhere. From 1,000 to 10,000 and plus minus 100 seeds. Where else is Chansey? Ugh, it's so much harder anywhere else. Let's decrease this as well. Let's increase my seed plus minus to like 500. We have some. Okay, good. I was schwitzing a little bit. I mean, this one should do. 4E71 is the seed that it's on. You're doing this one, right? What is happening? What? 1726. For some reason, it is misbehaving horribly. So the advances we're doing are 1726. Nope. The calibration. I'm gonna leave the calibration. Should I change it? I'm gonna leave this alone. 1726. So we should do like 1526. No, we should do more. We should do 1026, and we should do like. We should do like this because it's sweet scent, so we need a wider range. Okay, let's go. Well, we can leave the filter on. We don't want this on. That's what we don't. Nature. All right, should be good to go. Jesus, welcome to Happy. Holy moly! What a world. I have Jesus now as a channel member. Truly, my reach is unparalleled these days. Okay, we are about to do the Safari Zone. Wait, I have 53. Did someone gift? I think I missed a gift. Because it says 53. Hold on, let me investigate. Imprisons sent 5 gifted, so we're at 53. Thank you so much. Imprisons, I appreciate you. Da Park, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate you. We'll set this to 100, and I don't know what the goal is going to be. If anyone has a good goal, let me know, but we've made it. Sorry, I wasn't reading. Egg? Pff, no, egg is more. Egg is higher. Egg I need more than 100. Egg is hard. Egg is going to be a huge pain in the butt. Maybe at 100 I would do Safari Chansey or something specifically. I don't really know. Alright. Give me a moment. Give me a mo, chat. Is egg 200? Yeah, I'll put egg because I don't think this is possible right now. I'm just going to do egg here. And then I'll change this to something reasonable another day or some other time. And then I'll do it if it actually happens, but I'm putting it here because I suspect it won't, and I don't have any other ideas. Okay, so let's save. Thank you for the haircut compliment. I appreciate you. Oh, I don't know if this is enough time. Hold on. I'm flatlining here for a moment. First of all, I don't want to repel on. Do I have a repel on right now? I shouldn't, right? Okay, I don't. Good, that's good. So what I want to do is check. We're doing 1726. Okay. We'll try. I don't know if I have enough time. Let me do a reload angle. Here we go. Why not wild 4? It doesn't matter. The shininess for the wild methods, unless it's wet method 2, will never change what frame it is. Wild method 1, wild method 2, wild method 4 all have the exact same personality ID and shininess, basically. So just their IVs will change. No. That was weird. I swear the first beep didn't play. The reason I don't want repel to be on Kazan is because you cannot save in the Safari Zone. So because I can't save, I want to walk in to the Safari Zone and I have to step on a tile of grass. And I don't want basically, if a wild Pokemon spawns when I step in that grass, I don't want the repel to eat that, and then that will make the RNG inconsistent, basically. It's similar to, like, those Kyogre Manips or like, the Registeel Manips that I was doing. If you remember those. I actually might up the overworld timer here, so that I can spend less time in the continue screen. the thing is, I think they'll probably release them, but I have no. I think they'll probably release them. I just have no like information on whether or not they will. Okay. So I technically have enough time. I am gonna up it though. Oh, and I had that set to 1200 too, by the way. This was the wrong time. We can probably up this by another... Let's give myself 1400. 126 is not a lot, but it might be doable. Didn't like that. I missed the button. All right, there we go. We're back, baby. I'm going for a shiny in the Safari Zone. It's going to be miserable. My favorite... Oh my god. Ah! My favorite... Jesus. My favorite thing about RNG manipulation is that it takes skill. You have to be a precise human who hits A at the right time. I really like the precision skill. I compare it to similar to like something like I really like Super Smash Bros. Melee, for example, because it's a very precise game that to get good at and to play. So that's one of the things that I would compare it to. I really like. I think Chansey spawns here. Is this not the center? I'm pretty sure Chansey spawns here. Let me check what Bulbapedia calls these things. Ah! I'm double checking what these are called. Yeah, Chansey's here. Chansey's here in the center area. Yep. I'm right. Alright. It's more rare. It's rarer here, but yeah. Let's see what we landed on. Careful nature. Brain. Nature. Cool. Level 22. I didn't pick the right Pokemon, by the way. Right, let's go back to the Pokemon species. We're on Venonat. When you type the wrong species or nature in, you just have to delete one and retype, and it'll resubmit properly. Okay. When you're searching, you also do all wild methods. We still have no results. That's totally fine. what we're going to do is increase the minimum and maximum by a decent amount. Alright, we were pretty early on our seed, which is fine. We were also pretty late on the continue screen frames. I don't know if it's doable with this target that I picked out. Yeah, it's not. It's going to be negative. Okay, so we need a different target. Unfortunate. There were some. So let me increase the required overworld frames to like 1600, give myself slightly more leeway. We want to filter a Chansey that's shiny. No nature. So we're going to find a target seed because of, you know, stuff. And let's increase the seed plus minus to 100 again. Let's increase this to like this. It's too many. We don't want that long. We want something lower but not negative. 15k is too long. 6k is really long, but like this 5k one's doable. And we can just shrink that by waiting longer in the overworld. So like if we make required overworld frames like 2500 or something, that 5k one will shrink pretty drastically. Let's shrink it one more time by going to like 3000. Okay. I mean, we could go for this one. It's not that bad on mobile. I actually don't think it's that bad. Honestly, low-key, I might be done for today. I have to start working on video guides. My phone's dying. Maybe I'll do Safari Zone next stream. Or something like that. But thank y'all so much for all the support today. I will be back probably tomorrow with another stream. I'll probably be doing another stream tomorrow. And yeah, I appreciate all of y'all. Nothing but love. And I'll see you next time.